Hello, my name is Jason Beach, and in this screencast, I'm going to talk about iMovie's Inspector. Now, I've already pulled in some video clips I've been working with in this video series, and I'm going to show you what the Inspector offers and some of the cool things that you can do with the Inspector in iMovie 11. So I'm going to go ahead and choose a clip, and I have that clip selected. I just clicked on it, and you can tell it's selected because there's yellow band around it. And then I'm going to come over here underneath my preview window, and I'm going to choose this button here that has the eye with the circle around it. When I click on that, it gives me information about the clip that I have currently selected. So you can see the duration of the clip and of course the amount that I pulled it from since I split this clip from the original. You have options for video effects. So if you click on this little option right here, you see that you can actually add a video effect to it. So I can add a vignette if I wanted to, or hard light, even a sci-fi, which kind of gives it a blue overtone. X-rays, negatives, and these are all effects that you can actually add to your video clip. And this is why it's so important to go through and split this up, because if I were just to add an effect to a clip, say a 5-minute clip, it's going to apply that to the entire 5 minutes of the video. Now if I wanted to say have like a dream scene where my student is actually dreaming or thinking about something in the past, often that's represented by black and white or this dream effect. So I want to split that section of that video away from the main clip. That way I can apply that to that small section. Okay, and as long as they're playing right next to each other, it'll play all the way through like there was nothing has changed. So don't worry about this space right here. It'll play all the way through as it was originally intended to go through. So those are some of the video effects that you have. If you have iMovie 11, they've added audio effects, which is kind of nice. Now, since there's no dialogue in this one, this clip, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to add an audio effect. But you can see from the list here that there are several cool audio effects that you can play around with.
Here we go. Ready?
So there's a lot of cool effects that you can play around with. Again, just making your movie that much more creative and yours. You also have speed. This allows you to increase the speed. So if you want to increase the speed of somebody running, you can actually switch that. So when they play the video clip, they're actually running really fast. So I'll just it's just like fast forward. If you want to, of course, slow that down, you can automatically drop this down. You can also reverse the direction. So that's a nice feature to have too. So if you want to play around with the effect of somebody falling down then standing back up again, you would just take those two clips of a person falling down and then the same clip of the person falling down again, and then just have one clip in fast forward and then the other clip in reverse, and that's how you actually pull that one off. Stabilization is nice to have, especially if it's a bumpy, if you're walking while you're taking the video. It does a pretty good job, but if you're in the back of a school bus or if you're on the back of a truck going down the road, it's not going to work miracles. And rolling shutter. If your video has a lot of artifacting, and when I say artifacting, I mean that it tends to break up a little bit, you can use the rolling shutter effect, and it actually does a pretty good job going through and fixing that artifacting. And it's just a nice feature to have and have in your back pocket and know about. Of course, video, you've got your histogram showing the tonal values of the video you're looking at. You can adjust the exposure and everything else. So you got plenty of controls right there. And then, of course, finally, audio, which allows you to increase the volume, clip volume. So if there's a lot of, if the microphone is far away from your student, you can actually increase the volume of that so that it actually pulls that volume up. Ducking allows you to reduce the music volume in the background. So if you're playing a background track and someone starts to speak, it will automatically drop that background music down so you can hear the person speaking. Fade in and fade out, just as what you would think it would actually do. It allows you to fade your sound in and fade your sound out. Of course, you have your equalizers you can play around with, as well as preset equalizers that you can work with. And that's really it. The inspector gives you a lot of control of your video. And again, if you've made all kinds of adjustments to it and you're not happy with the way it looks, you can always choose reverse to original, and it takes it right back to the way it was when you first dropped it up here.